everyone. I'm Melinda NailFanatic, and this is our December 19th, 2017 Daily Tarot. So let's begin with the Custom Words of Clarity deck. And we're utilizing the one that is going to be given away on January 1st to one of our viewers. I've only talked about it during our daily tarot live streams. And so if you would like to enter the raffle, thank you first off for the support. It's $1 a ticket, and you might win this deck. Okay. The word that's coming out today is move. It's time to shift gears. It's time for something to change. And this is happiness. The bottom of the deck, supporting energy, is happiness. So your happiness is moving you to something. I feel that it's asking us to move towards our happiness today. And I feel like that's already on the books for us. So let's see what is the flashcard for us for today to enhance our reading and highlight more information for us. Hello, Joanne. Hello, Lee. Oh, there it is. You see how it's just standing on the side like that, doing its thing? Wow. Okay. It's the bat. It's the bat. Ace of Wands. New beginning. This is totally the Ace of Wands for me. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. We have the balloon. So, and it's red. So, yeah, balloons are about celebration. They're about joy. And the red is dealing with the sacral, or the root chakra, our base chakra energy. So this has to do with how we live, our survival instincts, and our sustenance. So there's a new opportunity coming in that's to move us. And it's coming in through the energy of our happiness, of our celebration, of our satisfaction with how we take care of ourselves. Let's go ahead and look at what is our general spiritual message. And we're going to use the other Words of Clarity deck for that. Okay. Spiritual message, fear, and the underlying support is reluctance. So yeah, I feel like today is definitely taking a step of pushing past fears. I'm noticing the positioning of the word. You'll notice I didn't flip it upright because it's like fear is almost turned on its head. We're moving past the fears. I liken these round cards sometimes, not always, but sometimes I liken them to like a clock. And so when the word is upright, that means it's time. And when it's flipped, it means different things as I feel them intuitively. And so what I'm feeling is we're flipping fear in its head. We are moving past the fears. There's a little bit of reluctance. I feel that there's some difficult beginnings or endings that had to take place to bring in the beginnings that we're experiencing. And so this is moving past any fears that we have attached to the situations and to where we're at right now. Even though there's some reluctance there, we still have happiness as our support, and we have this celebration, this happy surprise over here with this happy little red balloon at the bottom of the deck over here as well to support us. So I feel that some of us are making some moves that are very challenging right now. And we're just pushing past any fears that are associated with it. So let's see what's going on with our financial flow. What's going on with our financial flow today? What is the messages? Okay, we have the Death card coming out. The Death card coming out, and the 10 of Discs. 10 of Discs and Death. So, big change to coming in for our financial flow in regards to our long-term wealth. I do feel positively about this. I feel that some long-term wealth and inheritance has been waiting, and now it's time to unleash that with this death card. Let's see what's underneath this 10 of discs. We have the devil in reverse. That's awesome, because this is like pushing past it's pushing past lack and limitation. It's pushing past feelings of obligation, codependency, bad habits, dark energies in our life. And I feel like this is something that's really been coming up for a long time. And so now we're pushing past these long-held beliefs, patterns, and fears that we have been carrying on and that have been so prevalent in our family life for so long. So yeah, that's looking really good. So what does that mean? That means, you know, you may be changing up, you are changing up how you're dealing with maybe a family member, and that's going to bring you some abundance in, because that family member or that link that you were holding on to with that person or situation was keeping you in a feeling of being bound that was not appreciated. And so you're taking the new opportunity to move out of that situation. You're saying, I'm no longer fearing letting go of this situation anymore. I no longer fear the transformation. And let's go ahead and now you see the row out for our romantic love. So I'm going to talk about that. We have the Priestess of Discs. This is Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. This is, I like these cards because they have a lot of detail in them. And this one I'm really being drawn to talk about how this lady is looking to her sacred insight knowledge. And she is grounding herself here. And notice that she has her child there. She has her parrot up there. And she's got something cooking in the pot. So I feel like this Priestess of Discs, which is the Queen of Pentacles, she's really looking to at life through her intuition right now. So as far as romance is concerned, I feel like if you're single, you know that something is unfolding for you, and you can feel it in your spiritual sense. I feel whether even if you're in a romantic relationship, it's like you're getting intuitive messages regarding your relationship, regarding your partner. And I feel that there is with you a big concern for the children. That's why this child is in the picture. I feel that you're just trying to ground yourself. I do feel that there's still a little bit of confusion about which way to go, but I do feel that with this transformation and pushing through these fears, the moves and the shifts that's going on here, all the new energy on the table, there's going to be some strong clarity. So whether you're in a relationship or single, with the star at the bottom, she says to us, don't worry, you're safe during this time. Just take the healing that's coming in for you. You're still in the middle of the healing, and that's why there's been some confusion and lack of clarity of which way you're going. However, you knew it was there, even though at the time it was this idea that you couldn't tangibly hold. You still hold on to your idea, and you still looking for the answers, and the answers are there. So I want to see what's underneath this. We have the Sun of Swords. So I feel, and that was in the reverse, I feel like for some of you, you're just really taking care of yourself. And you know that there's somebody that you will hear from, and that's going to really make a big difference in your life and in your family life. And you're just waiting to see what face and what name that comes with. For single people, for partners, this is you being in touch with your partner so much that you're able to intuitively have a gut feeling about what, it's like you can anticipate your partner's needs, and for them, some of their emotions that they're not talking about, something that they are not speaking about, and you're able to pick up on the energy of that and let that and you just heal. So you say, okay, I feel there's some energy in my partner that is uncomfortable, but they're not talking about it. So whatever that is, I'm transmuting that energy to love. From my side, I'm going to heal it with love. And I know that that will express itself outwards towards my partner, because we are in this together. And as I do unto him, I do unto myself, or unto her, I do unto myself. As I do unto the other, I do unto myself. And as I do unto myself, I do unto the other. So even though I can't see the other partner's mind so clearly here, I get the intuitive sense. And so I heal through that. I heal through that intuitive sense. Let's see what's going on underneath this reluctance. Satisfaction. Yeah. So I feel like there's, for someone, there's definitely the ending of a situation here that was guided, a guided conclusion to a situation. It's not really the conclusion that we had hoped for, with the satisfaction being nearly on upside down. But it is something that needs to move forward, because, you know, we're not going to let fear stop us anymore. And with our happiness, we have the solar plexus chakra underneath. So totally standing in our power to take this forward move. It's a power move. Oh, yes, we're making a power move today. Yes, making a power move into what we know is best for us. Yeah, because we know we're the magician. And so this is about what works for us, standing for ourselves. Looking out for number one, because if number one isn't there, then neither will any of the other numbers follow. We have to have number one to bring in all the other numbers behind. Okay, so that is the general message that I got for us today. I'm going to go ahead and slide these aside. And I am loving the idea of offering this deck by raffle. $1 a ticket is totally a wonderful opportunity. And so, yeah, if you're interested in that, you can email me at lphtarot@hotmail.com and let me know you're interested in the raffle tickets. I will be giving the deck away on the 1st, but that's assuming that I have somebody purchase some tickets. And if not, then I guess I'll keep it to myself and I'll just add it to this deck, because I have no problem expanding my own deck. If you guys don't want it, that's fine, I'll keep it. I have no problem with keeping my creations. I have several of my own creations. So, if you're interested in it, right now, anybody that buys a ticket would be the winner. Nobody's bought a single ticket, which is like, whoa, really? So that's okay. Like I said, if you guys don't want it, I'll keep it for myself. I'll add it to my own deck. I love having a lot of cards in my deck. But it is an opportunity, a limited time opportunity that will spoil if we don't take advantage of it. Do you want it? Do you really want it? That's what your sacral chakra asks. Do you want the pie that is on the table? Okay. So let's get into our free card pool. We're going to put down your numbered guesses, 1 or 2 digit numbers, and then we'll do names. So first, let's do your 1 or 2 digit number guesses. Champagne's and no, I want that deck. I'm going to try to get tickets soon. OMG. Tickets are only $1 each. They're so affordable. Okay. Numbers 16, 28, and 63. 16, 28, and 63. If you're new to the room, welcome to our Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot family, number 22. It's a pleasure to have you here. Dimitri and Joanne, y'all sending that same frequency. Number 24. We do a free card pull reading for somebody every day on this channel. And I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. And I love what I'm here to do. And yeah, so let's see, 34. So I'm going to finish this up, and then I'm going to go talk to this judge, because today's the 19th. For some of you who are more consecutive with being on the live streams and being on this channel, you know I've been dealing with this legal situation regarding these children. Today is the day that the judge is going to put his gavel down, or at least that's what I expect to see, and I'll be done. I'm so grateful. So grateful. And the reading totally resonated to me as far as letting go of old family situations, a little bit of reluctance there. These are what our winning number guesses look like for tomorrow. And I have already written winning numbers inside. So let's go ahead and get your names up. If you would like to win the free card pool for today, put your name up, and I'll write it on the list, and then we'll see who matches up with the winning number. So Demetria, you're on the list. I see Julie and Preston. Preston, I like your name. Lee and Champagne. I love your name too. Champagne. There's a bar here called Champagne's. Joanne, and I got room for one more. Room for one more name. I always get excited when I see new names in the room. It's nice because we are a very high vibration channel, so not just everybody resonates with us, and that's okay. But whenever we see new ones that do resonate with us, is super duper exciting. And I totally get excited about that, and I just think it's awesome. Okay, so, all right, this is what the list looks like today. And let's see what winning number, and it would be whatever number is closest without going over. If there's no number closest without going over, then it'll just be whichever is closest. So let's see what we have here. Number 50 is on the inside. And closest without going over would be Joanne with number 44. Dope. I love it. Joanne, you get the free card pull today. Lucky you, it's your lucky day. So set that there. If you would like to choose your deck for the card pull, you're welcome to do that. Before I do that, I'm going to leave a second here while I explain some of the offerings I have available for you to let me know what deck you would like your free card pull with. Otherwise, you can just let me know whatever deck. And if you would like a personal consultation, I do those by donation at lphtarot.com is going to, she says a financial deck. lphtarot.com is going to give you more information as far as how my personal consultations by donation work. All of your contributions are greatly appreciated because I just started doing this because I love it, okay? So, Joanne wants a card from a financial deck. So this is the Money and the Law of Attraction cards from Esther and Jerry Hicks. And they're based on the teachings of Abraham. And if you don't know who Abraham Hicks is, and if you're into this high vibration spirituality manifestational world, it's something that you're going to be happy you heard the name of today if you go check it out. So what is, oh, Joanne, I was getting ready to ask Lesser Scott, what is the solution? But first, let me ask you to focus on your question or your situation. And what's going to come out of this deck is your highest, lightest, and brightest course of action for your overall love, peace, health, wealth, and happiness. Solution-oriented, of course. And so we're going to use one card, and then I will go ahead and give you whatever messages I get off of that, whether they're channeled or just off the message, okay? Off of the card, I mean. Okay, so, Lesser Scott, what is the solution-oriented message for Joanne for her highest, lightest, and brightest course of action for her overall love, peace, health, wealth, and happiness at this time? There it is. Okay. Came out right away. Okay, card number 37. 3 plus 7 equals 11, and 11 is all about new beginnings. Taking your power. It is a master number. It is about beginning over again and manifesting really fast from the place of thought. Notice, before I get into reading it too much, the cornucopia. The cornucopia and how you are part of your cornucopia as you peek your head out with all of the creations that surround you. So let's see. It says, I can't tell stories of shortage and experience abundance. Boy, we know that's true. If we talk about what we have not, then we will have not. And the more we talk about what we have, the more we have. So let's see what the back of this says. Continuing to tell stories of shortage only continues to contradict your desire for abundance, and you cannot have it both ways. You cannot focus upon unwanted and receive wanted. You cannot focus upon stories about money that make you feel uncomfortable and allow into your experience what makes you feel comfortable. A different story will bring different results. My thoughts are the basis for the attraction of all things that I consider to be good, which includes enough money and health for my comfort and joy. So, your thoughts determine your cornucopia of abundance. And so, again, are we in the state of mind of, I hope I have enough, or I know I have enough? I always have enough. Are we in the place of, what if there's not enough? Or are we in the place of, there's always exactly what I need, and then some? Most of us have never even really experienced extreme poverty. Most of us have never lived for days on end on the streets. Most of us have never had shoes that weren't on our feet. Most of us have never gone without a meal. Most of us have never gone without the feel of the pillow and the blanket and the sheets. Joanne says, the universe is taking care of me. She says, I have everything I need. Everything is always working out for me. And that is the truth. And so, when we are going about our day-to-day life, and it's a decision of whether to spend or not, do I have it or not, there's always a different perspective we can pick up, one that lends itself to abundance, like knowing that I have this, I have that, I have a home, I have a phone, I have socks, I have shoes, I have food in my fridge, I have friends, I have family, I have people who care, I have myself to care for me, I have a pillow, I have sheets, I have a blanket, I have. What do you have? And I tell people all the time, if all you have is one left sock and one right shoe, and you can be more attentive to the fact that you have the left sock and the right shoe, you'd be surprised how much socks and shoes you would end up with. And pretty soon they would match. And then you would have a nicer, bigger closet to put them in. And I know that because I've been living it. When I started really focusing upon my abundance, I was living in this very, very small 2-bedroom apartment with a house of 7, a household of 7 at the time, which was limited. It ended up being 6 for a very long time. And now I have a 4-bedroom house, very large square footage, 4-bedroom house. And I have 2 bedrooms that are not even in use right now because the babies don't care to have their own bedroom. And everything is in abundance. But you know what it was? It was laying in bed thinking about how good it felt to know that I have a home. And I can feel at peace and safe and secure in my home. And even though I don't own it, it doesn't matter because this is my home. And when I close my eyes and I'm laying in the dark, the size does not matter. Everything disappears. The only thing that matters is I have a home, and everybody has their space in my home, and everything has its place in my home. And the next thing you know, I manifested an even bigger place, very beautifully, And so what am I saying that goes to you, Joanne? Just keep focusing on what you have. You have something, you have someone, you have. What do you have is your message today. Your having is so much more important. Joanne, I'm glad I looked up to see that you're texting me. Joanne says, I've had plenty of those days before. She says, Melinda, you help so much since I've been with you on your channel. You give me the positive things to focus on. That's wonderful, Joanne, because that is one of the things that I do have. And when I didn't have a lot physically or financially, I focused upon, well, I have a lot spiritually. I have a lot of love. I have a lot of talents. I have a lot of reasons to be happy. I've had a lot of great experiences, and those things just really work, you know. And whenever you get into one idea of lack and limitation financially, I greatly encourage you to pick one point of focus. What is one point of focus that you can go to and instantly raise your vibration? You have to have your cheat. You have to have your cheat. So for me, when I had 7 people in my house, and I'm like, how in the hell am I going to make all the bills and do all this? And I'm the only income for all these 7 people. And I started like asking that question. Now, this was about 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago. And so then I get to thinking about, well, I have to focus on what I have. And for me, the only thing that I could focus on to raise my vibration instantly was the love and laughter and the smile on them babies' faces. Because when I look at the baby faces, money, the thought of money was not present. The thought of limitation and lack and the thought of my bank account balances was not on my mind. And the more I did that and the more consistent I became with it, the more natural it became. And then by that focus on my abundance, which is something that is having more importance to me, and vibration raising and automatic love stirring and happiness stirring within my heart, it was raising my vibration overall, because there's 100% of our waking hours. And during that 100% of your waking hours, your mind is focused on somewhere, on something. Is your mind focused for the greater percentage of the 100% of your waking hours, intentionally and deliberately upon, I am prosperous in this way. I am wealthy in this way. I have things that people can't even buy with their money. I have the type of wealth that they can't go purchase from the store, which is this love galore, these smiles and these laughters. It means so much more than the money in their accounts, and I am so wealthy. I am so wealthy and blessed. And the more and more and more you keep focusing into what your true wealth is, it's your spirituality, it's your artistic creation, it's the positive effect you have on others in your world. It's a positive effect in the transmuting of energy and the learning that you've done for yourself. Focus upon your places of prosperity, because it's going to bring more prosperity, and it will overflow into your financial cornucopia, because you have one engine that is turning all of the cogs of your life, and that is the power of your mind. And thank God this video deserves a thumb up for that. If you understand what I'm saying, give this video a thumbs up, because thank God that it's not powered by my physical body. Thank God it's not powered by my bank account. Thank God it's not powered by the opinions of others about me. No, the engine of my life is powered by my own mind. I was watching a show, and it was with my daughter. It was The Mountain Between Us. And Nigel, the doctor, said, the heart is just a muscle. That's why he studied the mind. Now, it's true. The heart is very important. I'm not downgrading it. But the mind is so complex, and it will power everything. It will power everything of the heart, of the finances. It will power everything in our life. If we can get our mind focused more on our prosperity and our abundance, counting our blessings, being better at that, and it's true. It really works. So Different ones of you have had different experiences with this. This is a wonderful video when you're done watching it to go ahead and comment any experiences that you've had of prosperity and abundance that you know started out as a figment of your thought, of your imagination, as a whisper of a thought that flew by the side of your mind ever so easily and then manifested in your life, because that happens. And if you have any tricks or techniques that have helped you to shift from lack and limitation to abundance and prosperity thinking, this would be a great video to share those comments on, because I'm sure your brothers and sisters of humanity would appreciate it, as do I. So I've shared some of mine with you, and I'm going to just keep thinking about the love and the smiles and the blessings. And you guys are definitely part of my wealth. All of you Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot family, you're part of my wealth. I count you into my wealth. I can't buy you. People couldn't buy your affections. I am very, very wealthy, and I love it. And I love all that I see. So with all that being said and done, thank you for joining for today's tarot live stream, and we'll be back again tomorrow with another. If you're interested in your own custom Words of Clarity deck, it is a limited time offer, and this one getting given away for January 1st, 2018 at $1, a raffle ticket, is unheard of before, and so I would really take advantage of that opportunity. And my website for any questions about the services and products that I have available for you is lphtarot.com. That's lphtarot.com, as in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours, and of course me and mine. Until next time.